Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something pretty fundamental, logic itself, and maybe surprisingly challenging a figure known for it, Mr. Spock.
Ah, Spock. The icon of pure logic, right?
Exactly. But our source material today, called Mr. Spock Got It Wrong, argues something fascinating. It suggests that Spock's pure logic, if applied alone to the quantum universe, would leave him, well, totally stumped.
Interesting premise.
Yeah, so this deep dive is really about exploring how our usual way of thinking, our intuitive classical logic, the kind of either reasoning we use every day.
The stuff that usually works fine for, chairs and tables.
Right. How that can actually lead us completely wrong when we face the genuine strangeness of reality at its smallest scales.
And a perfect example of that classical logic is the old duck test. I think most people know it.
Oh yeah, if it looks like a duck,
swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then logically it must be a duck. Simple categories, very clear.
Makes perfect sense in the everyday world.
But the material we've looked at shows how this logic just breaks down spectacularly with something like light.
How so?
Well, light acts like a particle sometimes, right? It hits detectors in these discrete little packets like tiny bullets.
Okay, particle. Got it.
But then you do experiments like the double slit, and suddenly it behaves exactly like a wave. It creates interference patterns, something only waves should do.
So, which is it? Classical logic hits a wall there.
Precisely. Is it a particle? Is it a wave? Both. Neither. It seems impossible under that old logic.
Okay, my common sense is officially confused. But here's the really cool part our source gets into. It argues this isn't like a bug in the universe's code.
Yeah.
The problem isn't reality itself. The flaw is actually in us, in our human way of thinking, trying to force things into these neat, predefined boxes.
Exactly. It's like we brought the wrong mental toolkit to the job.
So what's really going on then, according to the research? If it's not really a particle or a wave in that simple sense.
What the physics suggests is that this particle or wave behavior we see isn't some fixed property of the light. It's actually the outcome of interactions.
Interactions.
Yeah, interactions between underlying fields, interactions with our measuring devices, the whole environment. The context matters immensely. So our logic isn't being failed by the universe.
Our logic is failing to describe the universe properly. We're using the wrong labels.
We got it. We're imposing categories that just don't fit.
Okay, that's a big shift in perspective. If our categories like particle are the problem, what does modern physics like quantum field theory say is really there? What is light?
Now that's where it gets even more interesting. Quantum field theory, or QFT, throws out the idea of tiny, distinct things like particles being the fundamental reality.
No little billiard balls zooming around.
Not fundamentally, no.
There.
QFT says that what we call a particle, an electron, a photon, anything, is actually an excitation, like a ripple, in a vast underlying field that permeates all of space.
Like wave in an ocean. The wave isn't separate from the ocean. It's just the ocean doing something.
That's a great analogy, actually. The field is the fundamental stuff, and the particle is just a disturbance or vibration in that field. There isn't a separate photon particle entity. There's the electromagnetic field, and a photon is one way that field can be excited.
Wow. Okay. So the universe isn't trying to be a particle or a wave for us. It's just being a field, behaving according to its own rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the particle or wave appearance is just how those field excitations happen to manifest when they interact with our world, especially, when we poke them with measurement tools.
Right. The measurement itself influences what we see.
Definitely.
So thinking about the takeaway for you listening, this material really highlights that logic. While it's incredibly useful,
Oh, absolutely vital.
it's only as good as the concepts it's working with. If your basic ideas, your categories don't actually match reality, then even perfect logic will lead you down the wrong path.
Garbage concepts in, garbage conclusions out, even with flawless logical steps.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. And it leaves us with a pretty provocative question, I think.
Yeah.
Where else? Where else in our lives and our understanding of the world, or even each other, might we be stuck using flawed categories or, overly simple analogies?
Yeah, what other ducks aren't really ducks at all?
Exactly. What complex, strange, beautiful realities are we missing because we're trying to force them into boxes they just don't fit? The universe, it seems, is far more wonderful and, weird than our simple analogies can ever truly capture.